Okay, Ryan, so question on everybody's mind. You know, we saw the horrific video that came out of Ruidoso yesterday. I mean, even like parts of a roof flowing down one of those streets.
That's right.
What's going to happen today down there?
Yeah, we had a flood emergency yesterday. There is that high potential for flooding today. It's something we really got to keep an eye on. A higher risk of severe weather in the form of flash flooding in the central and southern mountain chain today. And those storms will be very slow moving to start, and then they'll start to move just like yesterday, more quickly later in the day far to the south. So these yellow colors in the Sacramento mountain chain indicating that higher risk, even more so than yesterday, for burn scar flash flooding, especially these green colors indicate that lower risk. Even near Albuquerque, especially in the eastern slopes of the Sandias, we have a flood watch for much of the central mountain chain that's in effect for this afternoon for, again, especially burn scar flash flooding and even some flooding in the urban roadways and the arroyos, something we really have to keep an eye on as those storms really moved on quickly later yesterday after moving slowly, moving from the north-northwest to the south-southeast. Of course, we had a lot of those storms in the Sacramento mountain chain. Now we're starting off rain-free in Ruidoso, but in parts of Chavez, Lincoln counties, and even parts of the northern part of Eddy County near Loco Hills and Tatum and Lovington, some light to moderate rain, but no lightning strikes indicating the rain activity dwindling down in coverage and intensity for now. Look at the beautiful live look at Albuquerque right now. The city lights contrasting with the dark skies. We have a really good visibility of the WaFd building this morning. We're sitting at 71 degrees with a west-southwesterly breeze at 5 miles per hour. A 44% relative humidity value, drier than this time yesterday morning. Temperatures ranging from the 40s into the 70s. We're sitting at 74 in Carlsbad, 70 in Hobbs with, again, rain knocking on your front door. 44 in Alamosa, 51 in Taos, 71 in Albuquerque right now. Drier out west, more humid out east. A slight chance of storms in the metro today. 95 this afternoon, seasonally pretty warm, average high 92. I think we'll see those thunderstorms in the Sandia, so when thunder roars go indoors. And those thunderstorms will, of course, affect our high temperatures, struggling to reach the 70s in Ruidoso. These yellows indicating the rain-cooled air. Some of that also in the northern mountain chain. 90s, meanwhile, in southeastern Mexico, mid to upper 90s in places like Deming today before any thunderstorms form. Temperatures generally a little bit above normal for this time of year. I think a lot of those storms will really start to refire off later this morning throughout the early afternoon in the Lincoln National Forest. And we'll see some of that in the Sandias, potentially in the northern mountain chain as well. Some of those storms will trickle down into the Pecos River Valley in the Rio Grande Valley as well, moving to the south. So we'll really see the storms moving really slowly to start, then really pick up speed and also even intensity later in the afternoon. Likely, very likely, that in the South Fork and Salt Fire burn scars that we'll see burn scar flash flooding, and likely impossible throughout the rest of the burn scars throughout our viewing area. Something we'll really keep in mind. It's all courtesy of this high pressure system, which will move a little bit farther to the west. That will allow for more of a northerly and even northeasterly trajectory in the upper level winds as we head throughout the next few days. So the storm motion Thursday to Friday will be a little bit more moving to the south and west, with the storms moving and forming farther to the south and west in the Gila National Forest, in the Navajo region, and near the Taos region as well. Something we'll again keep in mind. And places like Durango, high 80s, low 90s, likely rain-free for the next couple of days, but chances of rain increasing later this weekend into the weekend. Pretty similar in Farmington. Temperatures generally above normal. Las Cruces below triple-digit territory. But we really have to watch out for those strong mountain thunderstorms, especially near Ruidoso, Cloudcroft today. Roswell, likely rain-free today until maybe later this evening in the northern and eastern plains of the mountains from Roy to Conchas to Mora. Flash flooding, again, a possibility in even Taos, Angel Fire, Red River. The Enchanted Circle temperatures will really take a dip later today because of the rain in the eastern mountains near Edgewood, Sandia Park. And even far to the east near Moriarty, there is that higher chance of rain today, a very low chance of thunderstorms in the metro today. But again, those storms may be nearby. Of course, again, as I mentioned earlier, when thunder roars go indoors, we really have to keep an eye on the radar because more chances of rain, by the way, ahead, even in the metro.
All the warnings that we need to heed, even more so these days than we have in the past. So some good advice right there.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.